Hello, welcome to my review and reaction to latest, for now latest, One Piece manga chapter 1088, the last lesson. Before anything else, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and subscribe the channel. Subscribe twice, that will be good for me. Okay, just don't forget to subscribe. Okay, let's begin the chapter, shall we? Chapter begins with a flashback in the former Navy HQ, and we see Garp's teaching. He teaches a class with Kobe, Hanmepo, and Grash, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce Grush, Gross, Grach. I don't know, Gruch, Grash. I will say Grash. Garage, not garage. Grash, Grosh. I don't know. I can't pronounce his name, so I will skip it. We see Garp teaching, and the lesson is Garp. Oh shit. Garp asked the class, if there is a baby and an old man and you are on a boat that can hold a maximum of two, which one you will rescue? He asks. And Kobe says, I will get off the boat myself, that way both of the victims can use it to get to safety. And Garp throws the chalk to the Kobe and says, and we see Garp says, no, you should abandon the half that gather and save the young one, because young ones always have a good potential to live up and do the good things. It is more like an existential point of view to life. Like my man, Albert Camus, maybe, I don't know. We see Garp is a more existentialist guy. That's good, I like him about that. And Kobe will be existentialist, I guess. The safeguard the future, right? Well, you should keep that in mind, because you all have more ahead of you than some old fossil. That's like he talking about himself, doesn't it? Oda, you did to us, man. And we see they scold Garp for this lecture, because all lives are equal, but you serve the celestial dragons, my man. Maybe serve the celestials. This is a little bit hypocrisy, I guess. So we see another flashback on the Amazon Lily. We see Kobe sacrifice himself to good of navies, to the Blackbird. He says, take me instead of all these men. We knew that Blackbeard accepts this. Then we get to the present day. Pizarro's hands on the ship. They fear they will not be saved and die. We see Tashigi. She says, prepare to abandon the ship. And Garp talk to his golden trio. Don't worry guys, you got this. And these three of them just shocked, because Garp trusts him. Wow. He gives orders to what they should do for this matter, and says, Captain Kobe, you are gonna go for that island monster's hand. You are gonna smash to it bits. Kobe, no, it's way too big for me, says. And Garp just don't listen to them. Rear Admiral Groose, your job is to protect the ship from any falling debris. And he give Lieutenant Commander Hanmepo the order to make sure no one gets in their way. Garp's golden trio don't trust themselves. Garp strictly says, never second guess yourself in the head of the moment. And they say, yes sir! And pirates notice the Kobe's group and they make fun of them. Groose asks Kobe, you have any explosives? He says, afraid not, I will just have to figure something out. That thing is big enough to crush a battleship in its palms. Vıdı vıdı. Oh, somebody fire a cannon at Kobe's and Helmeppo remember Garp's words and save them. Okay, we see Helmeppo develop himself too. That's a good thing. Okay, we see Kuzan, Garp-san, where exactly do you think you are going? He says, with a wound like that. And my man Garp says, this is just a scratch. Oh, and here I was worrying that just proves you are still soft, he says. And Garp punch Kuzan again. And then we see Garp go for the Pizarro's head, the giant skeleton head in the island, more precisely. He gave it a very good punch and Pizarro is taking damage from that punch. Nice. And Kobe and Grush says that must be opening he mentioned. Grush say, what you gonna do, my man Kobe? And he says, live up to his expectations. What should I do? And Pizarro says, did you think this would stop me? Now you will see what happens when you piss me off. We see another flashback. Garp asks Helmeppo about Kobe's injuries in his hands. We see Kobe after Garp's special training regime. He sneak off to work out for more. That's good for him. He says, Helmeppo, well, working 10 times harder won't cut it. I will have to put in 200 times more effort because compared to everyone else here, he has zero aptitude for combat. Nice work, Kobe, I guess. Oh, he goes to battleship punch. Oh, we see Kobe punching the battleships, which was used by Garp and Kuzan to train. And we see Pizarro make fun to Kobe. He says, compared to my pal, you may as well be an ant. Everybody loses their minds. Fear for Kobe, but except Garp. Garp knows you got this, Kobe. You trust Garp. Then we see Kobe make his move, the honesty impact, and the hand explode. And I think he used Conqueror's Haki, I guess. He should have the Conqueror's Haki because he very determined to make a just world. I think this should be Conqueror's Haki because Kobe should have it because he's Garp's student, most valued student, I guess. And he has a good determination about justice and becoming a marine. I'm not surprised about this. He has a Conqueror's Haki. He can use it because he trained in the battleships. Although the battleship exercise is just about the strength, but we see he got strength with one punch to Pizarro's hand, and we see Pizarro taking damage from this punch. That's a nice thing to do, Kobe, because you are the name is new hero. Everybody shocked about this revolution, but Garps just keep laughing. Yeah, I know you could do it, man. I know you could do it. And Grush make a web and save the ship from any falling damage. We see Kobe falling off. Helmeppo saves Kobe from the fall and take him to the ship. Everybody is cheering him up. Hinata, I guess, was her name's hugging the Kobe. You lucky dog. And Toshigi gets call from the Garp. This is Garp. The mission to rescue Kobe was a success. And Toshigi says, copy that. Please make your way back as soon as possible. Then Garp says, all troops withdraw from Hachinosu immediately. Everybody shocked. They say, we need to save you, but Garp says, in situations like this, the safety of you kids is always the top priority. I will figure something out. Unlike the Ace, they listen to their mentor and take off the island. While they taken off, Garp says, and never forget, you are all the future of Marines. It's kinda emotional. We see Kuzan make an icicle out of Garp's chest. Kuzan kinda bad mood, and Garp is laughing off like always did. And we see narrator says in the following days paper the legendary hero Vice Admiral Garp would be declared missing in action on Pirate Island after the successful rescue of the young hero Captain Kobe. However, another story would also gain the world's attention, the Egghead incident, where Emperor Straw Hat Luffy would face a siege on the island of the future. So I did think this Hachinasu thing would be gone for another 2 or 3 chapters, but it didn't. I think Kuzum really did kill Garp in here. Although the paper says the Vice Admiral Garp will be declared missing in action on Pirate Island, I think this is for Gekko Moria to use his body as zombie. I think he make an icicle through his chest directly, and I don't think Garp will be live on from that moment. But Hachinasu's story is end here. We see Garp's laughing, and in the end of the chapter, this is famous D dying, I guess. So I think it's safe to say Monkey D. Garp is died in Hachinasu, and I think his corpse will be resurrected by Gekko Moria's devil fruit power, or Gekko Moria himself, I don't know. This week there is a Oda's break, but after the break I guess we will see the Egghead incident, where will be an admiral and Gorosei fighting to Luffy and his crew. I don't know what this incident will be ended, but I think Straw Hat's Grand Fleet would hear about on these papers and came to the future island to save Luffy and his crew from the massive siege on the island, because there are a lot of battleships out there, not only the Admiral Kuzoro and Gorosei Saturn, I guess his name. This week's chapter was kinda emotional but good. We see Garp's death and we see Kobe's rise. He is the new hero of the Navy from now on, I guess. He's sword too. So he's a good person. I think Garp's will be inherited by Kobe from now on, and like I said, he will be new hero of the Navy from now on. I guess he will be new Navy's hero from now on, because we all know Luffy will overthrow the world government. If not Luffy, the Dragon definitely will. So see you next week with something about One Piece. I will see you in next week. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to like the video, and don't forget my manly chest hairs. So subscribe, man, subscribe. Bye.